Good morning.
Good
Assalamu
morning,
alaikum.
my friend. Salam alaikum.
How's the boss doing? Walaikum assalam. Is this yours? You bought it?
Yes, yes. I got it financed from the bank.
Hmm?
I got it financed from the bank.
How much is this? Like $100,000 or something?
Total amount,
30,000?
tot-
40,000?
all amount in
Very
seven
expensive.
seven years I have to pay
Yeah,
is 55.
50,000.
Yeah,
That's very expensive.
expensive, but
Crazy.
you know,
It'll last you
new
a long
car
time, right?
at least 4, 5, 6 years not going to make trouble for you if you
For the
drive
most part.
carefully.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Is
That's
this
the most
hybrid?
hybrid.
Hybrid, yeah. Could I see the
Yeah,
orange wires?
yeah.
Mm. I'm not a big hybrid fan, but most of the newer ones are usually like problem free, right? So they don't give you too much trouble
Yeah,
as long as you keep driving it. Because if it sits too much, you'll run down the battery pack and stuff. So yeah. What
and
is this? What's the engine on this? You say here somewhere. Yeah.
I think 1.6. No, 2 liter.
A
2
two
liter.
liter.
2
Oh,
liter.
not
And
bad.
do you have any idea how much this battery goes on, like a couple of years, or
Mm.
after every year we have to change
With the battery.
battery?
Oh, this one.
Yeah,
Oh, just until it goes bad, you can test it. I have a battery tester usually here every like 4 years,
four years.
but but there are sometimes they go longer, like 6, 7, 8,
Very
even
good.
longer
Very good.
if you're lucky. On my mom's Corolla, right? The battery has been going for 7, 8 years. I
Lovely.
keep on testing it, and it's
Very
still
good.
good.
Very
So
good.
there's no need to change it. Mm, mm, mm. 20 what? 23?
24.
24? 2024? Oh, okay. I'm doing live now on YouTube. Do you know if I can do a quick tour or whatever?
Ah,
Just for 2 minutes or
you
whatever.
can. You
Yeah,
can.
yeah, just now. Yeah,
You can.
I just have to bring the phone and whatever.
You can.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Are you leaving soon?
No, no, you can
No.
bring. No worries.
Okay,
I'll wait for you.
okay, sounds good. So my neighbor here, he got the new 2024 Honda. This is a 2 liter hybrid engine. I really don't know too much about them. See the auxiliary batteries here instead of in the trunk as to where they usually put them for some of the Hondas. So you can see the orange wires here and stuff. With with vehicles, there's always something new all the
Yes,
time.
yes.
Uh, Always something new.
With the past experiences, they keep on innovating new and new, you know. Yeah.
Only has 68 kilometers on it. Still brand new. I'm very excited for this neighbor here because he came from Dubai. He recently moved into Canada, so and got his license and everything. So I'm very happy for him. Doing pretty well. Anyhow, this is it. AC system stuff. The new refrigerant R1234YF says here 2 liter. 2 liter on the motor. Yeah, and that's about it. Mhm, mhm. So today we're working on a 2012 Toyota Corolla, just doing an oil change service. Oil change service and the winter tires, the tire swap. Just having a look to see if there's any like rodent damage or anything. There sometimes the rodents they like to get underneath the engine cover. They like to chew on the wires and stuff. And so because the wiring for automotive, they are made. They put some. I think there's like a coating on it, like soybean oil or something. And so the mice and stuff and rodents, they like to eat and chew on the wires all the time. Just having a look at the condition of the belt and stuff, and the water pump. You know, sometimes you can use a mirror to see if the water pump is leaking from behind the pulley sometimes. And on these Toyota models, the 1.8 and stuff, they're very common for the water pump to leak. So I'm just doing a few checks here and there, having a look at the belt and stuff, and then to check the battery, the filters, and the lights. A lot of people these days, they just want to do the bare minimum, and that's it. That they just want to change oil and do the tires, and that's it. Because the times are getting very tough now with high interest rates, and people are just barely able to pay down their mortgages and stuff. So the monetary supply is very scarce now. So people are being very careful with their money now. So they are spending less. So unless that something is completely broken or the vehicle is broken down, and then they'll probably fix it then. Anyhow, I'm just going to test the battery and then raise the vehicle up and change the oil, and yeah. He chipmunking. He comes by every now and then. I'm not sure if it's the same one. 640 cold cranking amps. Just having a look at the battery. 710 SAEs. The same thing as cold cranking amps. This battery is fully charged. Usually batteries go for approximately 4 years here, but uh, in some conditions it can go longer here, 5, 6, or 7, or even more years. So this I think this battery was changed in 2018 or something. So it's still okay. I always use the conductance tester uh, machine to check if the batteries are okay. Ah, there's uh, there's too many people that has commented in the past. They're too worried about my safety, always talking about the jack stands and where I place the jack stands and blah blah blah. You guys don't need to worry about that. That's for me. I've been doing this stuff for a very long time. You guys don't need to worry about where I place the jack stands. That that's all people care about these days, on where I place the jack stands. That's not that's not on what the videos are about. I'm just trying to educate some of the viewers, and just there are just those people. They're there to nitpick and to comment and where I place the jack stands and stuff. There are a majority of times you can't see on where the jack stands are in the video. I don't know why people are so concerned about that. So anyhow, uh, Just going to lower the vehicle a little bit. Some grease on the driveway from yesterday. I'm just going to drain the oil over here. Oil filter. This vehicle is only 67 or 68,000 kilometers on it. It doesn't have that many kilometers. It's an extremely low mileage vehicle. It hasn't been rust proofed at all. So it's still in decent shape for the most part. This I let the customer change the oil every 6 months on this, maybe like 5,000 or something. The customer only drives like 4 or 5,000 kilometers a year, but I recommend to change the oil every 6 months. So you will need to modify the oil change interval sometimes, depending on the customer's driving. You want to change the drain gasket. Place the jack stands on the subframe here. One here, one there. I just raised the front end only so far. Just changing the oil. I recommended to do the transmission service because it's been like 5 or 6 years and they haven't done the transmission service except the one time. Just wait for the oil to drain. Zach, it's cold. Go inside. Oh. So we change the drain gasket, drain plug. So we're going to reinsert this in, tighten it up. Yeah, the canister is usually torqued to 18.4 foot-pounds on these Toyotas. You can just tighten it until it stops. And then that's it, usually. I've had some vehicles when I used to work at the shop. I once had a vehicle in which the canister would not come out on the V6 Toyotas, and I had to use my feet in order to loosen up the canister housing, and that's how tight it was. I had to use like a breaker bar or Johnson bar, and I used my feet in order to loosen them. You don't need to tighten it up that much. Then it's gonna be extremely difficult for the next guy to service the vehicle. Brake cleaner, clean down the oil off. I know that some people don't like to use brake cleaners, so some people they wipe it off, but yeah, I like to make sure I do a clean job. I know that some people that I used to work with, they complain that I use too much brake cleaner because I'm giving the vehicle a bath or something. And that's good. Everything is original on this vehicle, the steering and suspension, so I don't need to grease anything up. There's no grease fittings. It's a very low mileage vehicle. I just have a quick look at the steering and suspension, exhaust components, and shields and stuff. Make sure there's anything loose. There's no heat shields hanging down or anything. So yeah, that's it. So what's next? I'll need to put the oil in now. I'm using 020 oil, synthetic oil. This vehicle takes 4.25 liters approximately. Using the part source stuff Pro Series 020. The weather is not too bad this morning compared to yesterday afternoon. I think that yesterday was a little bit colder. I think it's like -1 Celsius at the moment. What's next? We're going to be doing the tires now. Yeah, the coffee this morning, but it's getting cold now. I don't know if you guys have seen this guy before. None of my business. And I'm sipping on some tea. Let's bring the other jack. Need to raise the car up in the air on the other side. I'm just going to grab the impact now. and take the wheels off. No, it's not going to be an exciting one today, unfortunately. Just having a look at the brake shoes here, trying to check for any brake fluid leakage from the wheel cylinders. We're going to check the other side. Coil spring is okay. Flexo is okay. Just having a look if there's any noise in the wheel bearing. Any traces of brake fluid inside the dust seal here would mean that the wheel cylinder is leaking and you would need to uh, replace it. Even if you see a drop, then that means it's bad, but you need to be careful. There are sometimes the you cannot mistaken the brake fluid for assembly lube, because there are sometimes when you pull back on this, it may seem like it's brake fluid, but it's not. It's a assembly lube, and that's fine. Yeah. But it's okay as long as it's not dripping. If it's like dripping and it's then it would need to be changed. You can have a look at the pistons and stuff. Make sure the shoes are not seized onto the backing plate. I think this one has been serviced before. I think once only in the past. So we're going to reinstall this back. Brake pads. Struts. Dong Su Chow. It's RAV4. No, this is a 2012 Corolla. 2012 Corolla, 1.8 liter. Uh, Probably won't be able to answer the questions in detail. Sean Rohit, how to stop brake drum from squeaking. We're talking about the squeaking. Not exactly sure, but for brake drums, a lot of times I use cheap stuff, aftermarket stuff. It will squeak all the time. So, and there are some times that if you do use good aftermarket stuff, like the first line stuff, for usually there's only one line available for brake shoes. So you can try, if you're having a problem with the drum brakes, you can. There are some times that you can service the friction material on the shoe, so you can try to chamfer down the ends here a tiny bit by using sandpaper over here and at the bottom on both sides. You can use sandpaper and chamfer down a little bit on the edges to smoothen it out and to sand down the surfaces here. But that may or may not always work, so it really depends. And sometimes you'll need to use a screwdriver to like, if you service the drums properly, it shouldn't make any noises after that if everything is new. So it's really hard to say. Every situation is different, and I know on some of the Corollas, the infamous uh, clicking noise in the back when you come to a slow speed stop. So my advice is to service everything and lubricate all of the contact points down, unless you're having a unique problem. That will be a different scenario. So for on the Toyota vehicles, I probably recommend the OEM shoes and drums and the hardware stuff and everything to avoid any future problems. It's not so problematic for the later model Corollas from 2009 and up. I've only seen these issues mostly from the 2003 to 2008 Toyota Corollas. So they've been known to have the noise issues when you come to a slow speed stop. It's like, it sounds like a clicking noise or something like that. I'm just going to put this back on. Pads still seem okay, like 6 or 7 millimeters, 60 to 70%. Hey, go ahead. Yeah. I'm 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 doing live right now. I'm live. I'm live on TV. You guys are going now for the Taekwondo class.
Hey. Why are you opening the trunk?
Hmm?
Why are you opening
Let's put the tires back, okay?
Only three can fit. That one,
Did did Mo carry these, or did you do?
we're going in Teta's car.
How long you guys are going to be?
2 hours.
2 hours?
More. We're going to Patton's after. So, how long can my car be parked on the road?
5 hours. Remember, you should be fine. You should be okay. I'm just almost done anyway, so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
The door is
Yeah,
open.
it's fine.
Where is my car?
What? Over there at the very end.
Thank
Over
you.
there.
Thank you. I was gonna ask how many more seasons you think these will last.
Oh, you'll go. Depending on the year, you have lots. You don't need to worry about it for the next probably maybe like 5 years, maybe or so on. This Corolla has 67,978 kilometers on it. And let's shut the vehicle off. Have a look at the oil level, and then that's going to be it. And I still have to torque the wheels and install the hubcaps, the wheel covers. So I'm just pretty much all done the service now. I just need to put the wheel covers back on and just clean up and put everything away, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Uh, have a good weekend.